Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video. We have the Meepo Hurricane going on a Commute review. We're going to ride this thing around. We're going to just talk how it is as a commuting board. So of course, with the name of the video, is this a commuting board? I believe it is, with the upgrades that I've installed. So I might talk a lot between the stock all-terrain tires compared to the Cyclone Racing, and I'm also gonna maybe talk about the Riptide bushings, how that really helped out with my speed. Alright, we just did our first easy quick stop just to kind of get warmed up here a little bit. We're going to have the long stretch now coming up, so we'll see how this board performs. So how is it on the sidewalks? It's not too bad. With the stock all-terrain tires that you get, it was really rough. Like, it took a beating on my legs because you really felt every bump. With the Cyclone Racing wheels, it has a lot more cushion, so when you was going over the sidewalks with these, it was actually a lot nicer. How are the brakes? Brakes are really good on this, actually. I've definitely have stopped and hit my brakes very hard before. Yeah, I have no complaints on that.
Fifth, one sign is on to cross. Fifth, on.
Of course, same downside as most longboards, not all of them, but we can't get over this curve, so we gotta do a little carry up here. How is it on the streets? So it's not bad with it being a little bit zippy. When you have the stock bushings, you're gonna feel that wobble a lot sooner than if you get the Meepo Hurricane Riptide bushing kit. With that, I was able to hold 28 going down the long drag strip that I have going to my second stop. I do believe it can hit 30, just because there's some bumps on the road there. I'm not 100% confident with that. Plus I am a little bit of a heavier rider, so it might not be able to do that with the Cyclone wheels. But 28's just a little shy over the 30-mile mark that I normally like. How is the range? I know a lot of people complain about it not being as advertised. Of course, they don't really give you extreme detail of like the board setup or anything for it. But as far as the range goes, it doesn't bother me. I actually think it's really good. I can ride for a couple of hours before I'm halfway battery. And for my commuting, it's not crazy far. I feel like the people that want to have that super long range is more trying to do like touring rides and stuff like that, which isn't something I typically do. So for the range of this board, I'm pretty happy with it. Alright guys, we just got to our second stop, which is the long one. I haven't even lost the battery yet, so mileage is in great shape. And speed, I gotta be a little bit cautious. Thing does have trouble with wobbles with double kingpins, but I mean, as you can see, the carving is a lot of fun, so. How is it off-road? So with the small all-terrain tires, it wasn't bad. With the grass, it didn't really give me a problem. It maybe just was a little bit more slippier in the alleys. With the racing tires, obviously it's just kind of the same thing as the sidewalks. It just adds a little bit more comfort. Plus, you're getting a little bit more clearance in case you have to go over a sidewalk hump. How well does it go uphill? Works great. It's a very zippy kind of board, so as soon as you really hit that gas, it's gonna really throttle out. But I've even done it in kind of a slower state as well, and it just wants to zip right up. So the power for the uphills is definitely not a problem for you. Alright everyone, so we got to our last stop. I just had to go to the other end of the plaza. I didn't bother recording, and I just noticed my battery's at 29%, which is kind of weird, but we're going to record what we can here, and we'll just yeah, we'll discuss that when I get back then. How is the board lugging through the store? It is a little bit heavier, even compared to the Evolve GT plus the one wheel. They're definitely a little bit lighter, but it's definitely lighter than my off-roading board, of course. So that's not too bad. Having the Cyclone racing wheels, you can lay your board on the side and you don't have the risk of damaging your valve stems, which is kind of nice in case you wanted to take it to the store and leave it somewhere for a little bit so you can grab something real quick. It can get a little tiresome with one hand, but it is kind of a nice design. I'm able to hold it with both hands and not feel like crazy uncomfortable or anything. So as far as looking through the store, it's not too bad. You'll get the arm strength for it too if you're going to be using it a lot, and it's not going to take super long for you to start being able to carry that a little bit better. And how is the steering? I like it a lot. I do kind of miss that bamboo flex that I would get with the GT, but I can still really carve this thing, and it's definitely more carvier than what my off-roading board would do, obviously. Alright, so that's about all the questions that I feel like need to be answered for something that's going to be your daily commuter. If you do have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. I do try to get to every comment as soon as possible and do my best to answer the questions that you have. I'm just going to play the rest of this video for you. We did have a little bit of extra range, so I did end up going around the all-terrain racing course on here then, so I do really tear it up towards the ending here. So we'll see you all next week then. Take care. was able to make it back without the battery dying. I just slapped a new battery in because we will have some room to go here. If you can see it well here, I have, let's do that, that'll be better. So I still have full bars. When I did get home, I was one battery down, so it's definitely got some room to go here. So what I'm gonna do then is start pushing this really hard. We're gonna go around the all-terrain track a little bit and then just kind of ride from there, and we'll just see how much longer this can take before we're at like a half battery. So just went around that track and I'm still at my 3 bars here. So I think we're just gonna wrap it up here.